Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. We are kicking off the 6th anniversary. The Monster Carnival is up. Radiant deals. We got the Warm Reunion, which is almost done. Forge's Favor, which is going to allow you to get a copy of Skyland. So if you're building out Skyland, we have some insignias in here. Also do have some other resources, including the regular Draconic Heroes. We do have the new one in here. And I also want to share with you 2 codes. So we did have 2 new codes that dropped today. One of them yielded 10 of our Awakened Emblems or of our Temple of Time tickets. Definitely wanted to pick these up. Anytime that you can have the ability to get a little bit closer to building out and having those Awakened Heroes, it really does make a big difference. The second code gives us Stargazer Scrolls. So we do have the ability when you're looking at Liberta, when you're looking at your Celestials and your Hypos, or even adding additional stars on those Awakened Heroes. We have them in here. Also 3,000 diamonds. So we know that is not really the big reward that we are looking for. And I feel like the combination of all of this is pretty decent. But I thought at this point, maybe the 6th anniversary is going to go a little bit bigger. But also remember that we are just starting. Now, there's one part within the Monster Carnival that we haven't seen yet, which is the Corporate Crucible. Don't know exactly what that is going to be. The office overhaul, very cool to see kind of the recap of everything that we're going to get in here. I also do want to go through the journey recap down here. I haven't looked at it. I wanted to wait. I wanted to share it with you guys when we go through here. So with both of those codes, there are 2 codes again that are available up for AFK Arena for the classic version. There is also 1 code that I will share, and all of them will be down below, which is for companions. But looking in here, you can see we have all of the different zones. As they continue to unlock, you're going to be getting additional rewards out of everything that we have in the menu. So you are going to be getting some more time emblems as well as some more Stargazer Scrolls. Again, I thought it would be a little bit bigger, a little bit more in depth when it comes to building all of these out, and not really a big inclusion when it comes to the Draconic Heroes. Let's look at this journey recap. So Adventure Records, this is all data is from 2024. So let's see. So we started on 10/5 of 2020. Now also remember, this is the FHG YouTube account. This is not my oldest account that we have. This is actually the account that we built a significant amount later when we started going in with a pay-to-win account. That past year, we've traveled into 362 days. So there are 3 days that we didn't log in. 1,179 hours of fun. So absolutely crazy. Longest login streak was 209 days. Kind of crazy. And then Journey adventured at 6544. We know right now we're almost 270. We earned almost 2 million diamonds during that time. And we spent, guess what? 2 million diamonds during that time. So absolutely crazy. Collected a total of 161 Elite Beasts. Wormsail Sanctum, we engraved 24 times. Great relationship with the dragons. You can see my number 1 right there. The Awakened version of Chimera this year, we summoned 15,000 times. You summoned 15,000 times, which is kind of crazy. 27 Ascended Tier Heroes to the team. Among those were 8 Draconic Heroes. Chimera was the most reliable partner. Used her in 1,620 battles. Now, when we started looking at this, Fearsome Dragonforge, we earned all 28 stars, which I believe now that we're complete with all 30 stars out of the 10. 11/124, you enjoying your finest hour, clearing 65 stages, making the Hypos tremble in their boots. Temporal Rift was 326. You upgraded the Judgment Armor Collection, great job, which is awesome. Collection contains 7 mythic abilities. And looking in here, attained a max rank of number 40 in the Treasure Scramble. Vault of Time, Militia extended to the Palace of Champions, ranked number 15th. Participated in the Mystic Star Zone 10 times. Have still never seen the chest out of there at all. So unfortunately, that was kind of sad. And then looking in here, some of the friends that we've been adventuring with, send companion points, a total of 55 friends. What a great friend you are. The friends gift back 7,348 companion points. That is crazy. Requested reinforcements from Matt. Big shout out to Matt for giving me reinforcements. Haven't used them in campaign. I don't use them really outside of, and this doesn't include looking at the 2 major game modes, which is the Cursed Realm and the Nightmare Corridor, that we use these in very religiously. So this unfortunately did not count it. You lent merchants to Expert 1, 2, 3. Most often you lent them a total of 125 times, which is crazy because we're getting these once a week. That is pretty impressive. Made a total of 13 new friends, which the wish list hasn't been changing very much. And then looking in here, this is overall when it comes to the stats that we're seeing in AFK Arena. We had 32 million collections, which is kind of crazy. 314 million. The Temple of Ascension, yeah, ascended 314 million. Server used 8 million, what's that, billion? 8 billion pieces of bait, which is quite a bit. Surfer captured 35 million beasts during that time. We had, what, 10 million rooms within the Oak Inn. So when you start adding it up, it's pretty crazy. So these are the things that I was kind of pointing to. The Abyssal Roamer, which love the Abyssal Expedition. The Heroic and the Vanguard in here to go ahead and finish all of those out. So pretty cool to see the journey recap. Again, unfortunately, this is something very similar to Office Overhaul that we've seen kind of time and time again throughout AFK Arena. Now, we picked up a couple more diamonds. We're picking up a little bit more scrolls. I'm going to wait to do some of the summons in here because, again, as we're going through, as we're getting more scrolls, trying to get some more copies of the Draconic Heroes we have within the Dragon Isles, we're not at the point, again, to get some more copies. We need 2 more copies. And again, we only have 8 scrolls, 3,100 diamonds. So again, we're going to save those Dragonforge trials. We're waiting for another week for the reset, which is in 3 more days. Pick up these last 2 scrolls in here and then be able to hopefully add some more stars to get the engraving on there. Noble Tavern, you can see we have quite a few summons. I just want to hop through, do these pretty quick. We have a lot of the faction scrolls sitting on 100 faction scrolls. Unfortunately for faction scrolls, not really much use. They've never added our Awakened Heroes to the faction scrolls. So unfortunately not seeing anything within that game mode or really with the faction scrolls. The benefit of the faction scrolls not really there. Again, just for the simple fact that you cannot get the Hippo heroes, or excuse me, you can't get the Awakened heroes. And overall, we're going through doing all of our regular day-to-day. Again, going on this account, we are no longer putting anything into the game. We're not making any contributions. And unfortunately, it seems like it has slowed down quite a bit because we're not adding money in there. We're not getting the daily chest. Might hop in for the anniversary, might log it in for another month. But overall, we're starting to make some pretty solid progression. We know a lot of those Draconic Heroes we're not going to be building. And then even looking at our stones, looking at building out the rest of Chimera, it's going to be coming down the pipeline pretty soon. There is a copy right there of Rigby. Get a copy of Gorvo, and then we also do have all the rare stones. Gonna have to hop in here, gonna have to make sure we do the Misty Valley. And I like the update. I like the spring look in here. It is really, really cool to see that the update in here and just how everything looks. So again, I'm gonna have to go through, I'm gonna have to rework some of this food, see exactly what we can do with all of the heroes in here. But we're continuing with our journey, like I've said before, and I've always said, guys, we're not going anywhere in AFK Arena. We are on 69-43. Gonna have to make a lot more progression in there. And again, this is just the start when it comes to those codes. They'll be right down below so you can go ahead and use them. But that's gonna do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.